every week, Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. On behalf of myself, Joshua Danger Colson, Ross Free, and of course, Mr. Berlin Parker, we want to welcome you to the show tonight. We will be with you shortly.
Well, I got a window that I can't close. Nobody even knows. Ain't nobody watching, see. So baby, come play with me. Let's get lost. Lost in the moment, baby, just you and me. And I got a shoe that just won't fit. I got a cat that just won't sit. I got a pipe that just won't hit. 'Cause I be sitting here getting lit. Let's take a drive. Let's head on down to Lafayette. Baby, won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. Won't you stand? Stand in the window, throwing rocks for you. You ready? You ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to the...
All right, that's Swamper Talk Live. Get these mics up here real quick.
That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome everybody into the show. Another Monday night after a big weekend. It's what is it? St. Patrick's weekend, huh? Berlin?
No, St. Patrick's is coming up.
Patty's coming up.
Coming up, St. Patrick's.
Yeah. When's the actual date? Do they just celebrate it on Wednesday here? When's the actual date for St. Patty's?
17th.
The 17th. Okay. So it is that Wednesday then?
Yeah, this
okay.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Cool. We will be at ENOCH'S Irish Pub where we do the podcast. It would be cool if we could do the podcast then live and see everybody. But I think, I don't think we would want to be drawn to do that because I think we want to be having our own fun over here. What? And as you see, I had to go to an orange cable from my usual red cable because the red one was broke. So that's what. But we're waiting on Joshua Danger Colson, and we're supposed to have special guest Jay Johnson.
He's
going to come in here.
Man, bruh.
Johnson is going to come over here, and we're going to put the final deal on it's John Son, not John Stun,
no
right?
T,
There's another John Stun. There's Jay Johnston, GD.
Jay Johnson, GD.
Right.
Has a T in it.
And he is different, Jay Johnson. Equally as good. Well, equally as bad, I guess. Because they're both.
Depending on your perspective.
On your perspective. Well, we got Berlin Parker over here to my left, as always. Right. I want to welcome Berlin. How has your day been, and how was your weekend coming out?
My weekend was fine, but I'm coming in a little hot today.
Again, this is the 8th week in a row, Berlin.
Yeah, I have my issues.
You're starting to look like an angry black man.
Well, today, wait. When you hear why I'm angry, you'll understand why I'm angry. Now, check this out. I'm minding my business. I'm just perusing Google, and I see this article where it's like, hey, Katie Holmes looks stunning in this denim whatever. It looked like she got on some old school Jenkos. They not that bad. Yeah, it's not a flattering look. Yeah. But Google in its infinite algorithmic wisdom wants to start sending you articles about that shit.
Right.
And what I'm reading is that according to, I guess, fashion standards now, denim is coming back. And one article said women throw away your skinny jeans. It's going out of style.
Really?
Fuck that. And you know what? I'm going to say it to the camera right now. I'm 48 years old. I've waited almost 40 years to live in a world where everybody had ass. Mm-hmm. There are soccer moms right now. Soccer moms doing squats because they want to look good in yoga pants. There's never been this much ass in the world. And now some motherfucking fashionistas in France is trying to take it away. You motherfuckers, if you don't take ass from us, oh my God, we will riot in the fucking streets. And when I say we, it's ass lovers from every gender, black, white, Latino.
Right.
There would be blood in the fucking streets if y'all take away ass from us. I'm letting you know that right now.
There is, there's ass. People are starting to appreciate ass a lot more. Years ago, it used to be that the girls had to be a size 2 or whatever, and that's what everybody wanted.
Right.
And that was fine, whatever. But now you want a girl that's got a thick, heavy top, right? You want to be able to have something, and then got something you can grab onto on the backside. I get it. There's a couple of chicks.
You can't do that wearing some straight bootleg Levi's. Yeah. Don't do that. Oh, my. Please don't buy into that bullshit.
Because Shelby wears those yoga pants. She fills them out pretty well.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good for you, Shelby.
We need more of that.
Are you doing squats to get that, or that's just you? Okay. Well,
we don't know nothing about it. We just like to see it.
I don't know, because guys get it in the front, and I don't mean that front where it would be nice to just, the more you ate, the bigger your dick got.
That's right.
But unfortunately, we get that spare tire around there.
Yeah,
so
smaller your dick looks. Every 10 pounds you lose, you're supposed to gain an inch.
Right? Bunk and nasty.
That is a formula.
Is that scientific?
That is what Cosmopolitan said.
Educate us. She's putting her booty on camera too, Bob.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Focus in on that.
Educate us on how to get ass, yo.
Zoom in. Yeah, how do you get ass?
Well, you have to do hip thrusts.
Oh,
a lot of donkey kicks.
What about those planks?
So you've got to work the medius.
What about those planks?
That's for
abs.
That's
more your core.
Yeah, they say those aren't good
abs
for you.
Backs.
They're not good for you?
That's what they say.
Okay.
I can imagine.
Well, I won't do it now.
And eat and lift heavy.
Lift heavy.
What do you mean?
Got to get big, got to eat big, got to lift big.
Can I eat some peanut butter?
But thighs are important, too.
Thigh Master, I remember that.
With the chick from, no, that was a chick from.
Like a big-ass paperclip.
That was the chick from Three's Company.
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers.
You damn right it was.
She had that gig.
With her curly hair and having
Good for her. We got the Barnhills in here tonight with their typical thing.
Have they greeted us?
They have.
Okay.
They just got in there and did their greeting.
Barnhills.
So Shelby says squats. Is that what you said?
No, not
hip thrust.
Hip thrust.
Hip thrust and donkey kicks.
Band work.
I did a donkey kick one time and kicked the ceiling fan in the house I had. Dang near cut my leg off.
Damn.
Real shit.
Us old dudes, we'll get fucking Charlie horses. We tried donkey kick.
I got to go I get a Charlie horse. I got to change my diet up, I think. I'm getting Charlie horses all the time now.
Get some potassium.
I need something at night. I'm talking about
banana.
It's something.
Bananas. Oh, you can also drink pickle juice, and that's like an instant.
I can do picklebacks.
Picklebacks.
What about picklebacks?
Yeah.
Could I do picklebacks?
Yeah. There are no promotions for picklebacks in this bar.
No, there's not, because I
have a new least favorite drink to make, and it's fucking pickleback.
Oh, so we got Joshua
Just
Danger.
grow up and drink whiskey.
I mean, I got to pour 2 shots for you to take one effective one.
Thank you.
And what's worse than that's the vendetta. Yeah. A shot of Bloody Mary mix, a shot of triple sweet and sour, and then I want a shot of tequila to go with it.
You got car bombs, too.
You're going to drink all 3 of these.
Mad about that.
So fucking mad. I was like, what are you, in fucking 3rd grade?
You got the car bomb guys, too, now. They don't order anything less than 4, ever.
Car bombs are fun, though.
I'd rather do 4 at a time than 1 at a time.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. So Joshua Danger Colson, how's your weekend been?
Oh, busy. I'm getting my footing here. Yeah.
Nice.
Starting to learn the quicker way, the better way, the more efficient way to handle. Gaining confidence. Feeling good about it.
Well, we did My Rose karaoke. Ooh. But this was the first go at it. We had some issues, not based on the bar, just the weather. We lost a monitor, which got replaced. I got the new ones coming in now. But we had some situations over there. And I think we're going to have to go. Roy suggested going to 12 o'clock start, because I think that early crowd just doesn't want to hear
that's
karaoke.
That's a contemporary church crowd.
Yeah. They love the jazz.
They're gonna,
when I was just playing the jazz music, they were great. But then when it went to karaoke, they were like...
Now, if anybody wants to sing some Amy Grant, if one of you have some Amy Grant in your back pocket.
Wait, have you heard him? Like CeCe Winans or something? Nobody can sing that humanly. You didn't know I knew about her, did you?
Forgive me for not knowing anything Amy Grant sings or even pushing face with them.
Amy Grant was big back in the early 80s.
Look great for
early
53.
80s. She's married to Vince Gill now, I think, if they're not married anymore. Yeah, she married Vince Gill.
Sure he didn't eat her? He got big,
Yeah.
man.
I don't
he
know.
ate something. Shit.
Something he got going on.
It's like the monster
We
that
got
ate Vince
Tender
Gill.
Shelby here. Might have Jay Johnson here shortly, but we don't know where he's at. He gets lost.
He does. Don't we all, though?
Ross is working, which is normally Ross's seat, yellow.
Dang, working in
He's
the death.
working, yeah. You know, he's trying to make that money before he rolls out and takes that other job with with Mitchell. He might be getting a
Oh,
job.
yeah,
with
fucking
Mitchell,
nice.
so,
He
yeah.
did tell me that. Hey, shit, gotta hustle when you can.
We do have
Damn
to
straight.
shout out. I'm going to let
Speaking of
Berlin
that,
do it since he
go
got
ahead.
the text.
Go ahead, shout out.
The shout out for the
The
Crew.
Crew de Riviere open house on April 6th, I believe.
at the Den. Can't even get in there.
Now, we would have to check with Heather on that
Yeah.
because I'm not sure where it's being hosted. Just Heather did mention, too, shout out, that the Crew is having an open house April 6th. We want to get that out there.
Well, we might have to go in there and have karaoke for him.
Now, that's
Oh,
an idea.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Open house, open mic.
Yeah, open mic night,
Get in here, we'll make you a star.
which
Send you
is
home in a
going
new
on
Gucci
tonight
bag.
at the Junkyard Bar.
Oh, it
Get
is.
in
Yeah,
there.
Cedric's.
Open
It
mic
is
night.
open mic.
Hosted
Cedric's
by
on that.
Cedric the Body Crank, ex
The
wrestler.
body.
Yeah, Cedric the Body Crank.
Was he the body?
Well, no. Well, he used to have. I mean, Cedric used to be in good shape back in
What
high
was
school.
his,
He
I
football.
forget his wrestling name. He told me. It's not the Blue Meanie.
I don't remember what it was.
Definitely
said
not
said the
Blue
man
Meanie.
or something. Said the man. Something. I don't remember what it was.
I said what I said.
Something. In Berlin, what were you talking about today about OnlyFans? We want to kick that off because I know that Colson is
I have
looking
one.
into OnlyFans.
Oh, I have one. Please
Yeah.
send me money for no
Oh.
pictures.
Well, that's leads
But
us to
send me
this topic.
money.
Just
I'll
Venmo.
give you
You
whatever
have
you want.
Venmo? Just-
It just send me
Exactly.
money. Well, that's kind of what my problem is. I was wondering, let's see, just advice
Berlin
on
takes
OnlyFans.
notes. I think it's great when he's just around.
Yeah, how much are they scalping?
What is there to offer on TNA? Well, what is there offer beyond TNA on OnlyFans? I told you guys about the dude I met, a couple of dudes.
Yeah.
They roommates.
They'll do full masturbation.
and that's the thing. Personalization.
What is it? I mean, it's only
It's
so much.
custom
you wanna see my
tailored to your
titties and all that.
fantasy.
There's got to be. I mean, do you need props? Do you need
Yes,
you know,
and what you're going to do,
extras and all that?
if you need that, and I'm going to perform it, I'm going to give you an Amazon wish list, and you're going to pay for them, and it's going to come shipped to my house, and I'm going to do that for you.
Oh.
So if somebody
have
wants
full
to see
control.
You rub down in Crisco.
Yeah, that's. Dude, it's like if
Then
you
you're
got the
gonna
money,
do-
you can take any chick in the bar home. You don't have to. You can get her on the other end of the camera. You got the money, you can have that.
So it's any weird fetish you got or whatever. It's personalized because nobody knows this is what you're requesting. Like if you want it, no matter how weird and creepy it is.
I've been thinking about for my first round of pictures, get them the old medical picture, the hemorrhoids,
Yo.
just to see if there's a fetish out there. Right? It's just, it's just
There's
an
something
for
ugly
everybody.
butthole, but someone's
There
going to pay
is.
for that.
Somebody
You don't
God,
get
yeah,
that
there
everywhere.
is.
Somebody will.
You have
pay
to search
for
medical history for that kind of thing.
So
And
you're,
I've seen worse than mine, by the way.
so the way it works,
feel
I
safe
guess,
about it.
what I'm hearing is, let's say I'm watching a chick and I say I want to see her in a red 90 with a blue stripe in it.
Yep.
She says, "Oh, look, there's one right here on Amazon. Send me an Amazon gift card. I'll order it so you don't have my address. And then next week when you pay me another $10, I'll be sure to be wearing that."
Well, it goes beyond that. You've already got a wish list on Amazon that anyone can access without ever knowing anything about you.
Really?
And they can buy your shit. It'll come to your house.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
For real?
Add anything you want, add it to your Amazon wish list. Like, hey, it's my birthday. Check this out. And then it's like a registry. Everybody knows what you want, and they'll just pick
That
something
makes
they get, and they
Oh.
pop, and you get shit for your birthday.
See, that's where I check out at because if I'm paying money for it, I'm
Shouts out to Amazon, Jeff Bezos.
don't
send us
get me,
money.
Don't get me started on this bitch ass.
You know he's angry.
But if I'm going to pay money for it, I'm going to demand something, inconvenient or weird. Like
Correct.
You got to do
Same.
a handstand, and somebody's got to toss a cucumber in your cooter. If you
Right.
can't do that, it ain't worth the money.
Right.
You
I
know.
want to see you breakdancing with
Exactly.
one fist in,
Exactly.
one hand. Yeah,
Bust
you
some
can use the
windmills
wall
with-
for support, but I'd rather use a green screen.
That's the type of request I'd have because if I'm paying for it, I'm getting my
Right.
money's worth.
And that's
But
the thing.
seeing
If you
in
got a
something
green
cute-
screen, you can put whatever background you want.
Right.
You can Photoshop a
Green
picture of them
screen.
in, and you sucking
Nice.
a picture of their.
Oh,
thing.
you
Like,
could do that, couldn't you?
The possibilities are endless.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you could take a green screen, have them send you some pictures, and move them onto the green screen, so it's almost like y'all are together.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like the real face
No, that's
stuff.
kind of stalkerish there.
It
Ooh, that's
is
not a good-
almost invasion of privacy, but it's like this
Damn
chick
near.
gave me permission for her body, and if I'm going to close my eyes and imagine it,
Yeah.
I can just Photoshop your face in there.
Heather said it is at the Den, by the way.
It is
Hate
at the
to go
Den.
back. But
Okay,
it is
no,
at
no,
the
no, that's
Den.
important.
Yeah.
Crew de Riviere open
Crew
house.
de Riviere
At the
open
Den.
house.
The
Oh,
Den. Does
everybody gets
anyone
to
know where the
put their
Den is?
eyeballs on the
318 Swampers
yeah,
float.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Was it 500 watch tall?
Is it?
Evan?
Is
I
the
think it's
old
500 500 or
is
300.
the old
Liquor
building-
warehouse.
Yes, old
It
liquor
says
warehouse.
something wholesale beverage on the side.
It wasn't Choice. I forgot what it
It's
was.
not Masala, is it?
Don't go there. But no, it's
I
not.
don't know.
Maybe.
I thought it was Masala.
It might be the old
It
one,
honestly
actually.
might be.
But it is 500 Washita.
500
Yeah.
watch I have. Past the Civic Center. Instead of
Past
taking
the
a
Civic
left.
Center, go right under
Yeah,
I-20.
instead of
It's
getting on
right
I-20, keep going. You take the first right, you'll see a train track. It's
I
right
applied for a job at Masala. Hadn't talked to him yet. Supposed to talk to him this week.
there. Shouts out Tyler Harris. I love your cooking show.
Right? Right? So,
Scott, how many places have you applied to?
couple. But I'm
Hey,
also,
more hooks you got in the water, buddy.
well,
Better
yeah,
catch-
but I'm
catch the
also
fish.
getting the unemployment. So
He is
I'm
getting
being-
very comfortable with the idea of being unemployed. That's the
I
problem.
mean, you know.
Nice gig till, what is it? August, is it? Yeah.
Shit, bless up.
Bless up. Might go more. Come on. Well, come on, Uncle Joe.
specs.
But, so OnlyFans, we have seen some people. I saw a person on Colson's
there's a whole
phone.
other thing. You don't even have to be sexual. You could do
That's kinda what I'm
fucking
getting at.
golf trick shots or anything. Whatever the fuck.
Really?
Yeah, everybody immediately goes
Yeah,
to just butt
OnlyFans is
naked.
not just like sex and
It's
nudity.
not at all,
It's
yeah.
definitely
I guess
like
I turn
a whole
everything into a
genre.
sex
It's just, well, it's the only place that's legal since Twitter pulled their whole nudity thing, and then there's no more Tumblr. It's the latest in adult-friendly stuff.
And from a financial
Yeah.
standpoint, it's very interactive. Like,
Very.
there's money's on the
It is.
table. So
Yeah.
But like I
I
said,
mean, I'm setting mine up for Bitcoin. You can pay me in Bitcoin to jerk
Nice.
off on camera.
I guess that's just been my thing. It's like, I mean, only so many people. You can only show so much TNA. There's got to be more to life than that. Like, titties and ass is everywhere. I want to see something. If I'm paying for it, it better be fucking interesting to
Well,
me.
there's also shout outs like follow my friend at this, and then it's like, all right, I got $1,000 for the two of y'all to get together,
Oh.
and I'll pay for the flights to make it happen. They could be halfway across the world.
So it's just a money kind of thing.
There'll eventually be a serial killer documentary about that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to happen.
Oh, can't miss.
People are crazy, especially people with money and nothing to lose.
Well, we have some good news. The Pink nightclub opened back up this past
didn't
little
it,
Bo
though?
Pinks.
It did.
Didn't it, though?
We did have a situation, though. We won't mention any names, but that is going to be one of the other things we're going to talk about is when a chick says something that she don't have any grounds to say to your girl and gets your girl all upset when it's totally bogus thing. What do you do? And I'll give you an example. We won't say the name, but we'll say Kelly Murphy because we say Kelly Murphy all the time.
It's a fun name.
So just
Right.
use it as a name.
Kelly Murphy had a kid come up to her and tell her, "Oh, yeah, okay, hey, Kelly Murphy, back before you and Ross was going out or whatever, he would always be trying to get with me." And it's totally not true. But this girl just got drunk and decided she was just going to go off on a home wrecking scenario and see what happened. Well, Kelly Murphy got upset, and which, granted, that I could see why she would get upset because it's kind of because everybody was at that place, and for that girl just to roll up with some untruth information and be like, "Hey, this is what."
When you take,
Why even say that?
when you take
even if it did happen, why even say it?
when you take a step back and think about it, that person's sole intent is to ruin someone else's
Yeah.
night. It's the whole misery loves company thing.
And she got a man too.
And an impaired mind is easy to influence.
That
Right.
compounds the fact. The best thing you can do is be above that. If Kelly Murphy, we're just using Kelly Murphy as an example, would have just dapped her up like, "Hey, that's awesome. Go on with your night." That would have ruined
Yeah.
her whole fucking night.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
in
for
that
sure.
moment, it's hard to get over your emotions and really take control. But when you take control of it, like, that's awesome. I have no idea if this information is true or not.
Give it
but
that customer service
you
voice.
work with. That's exactly it.
And
You
then
have to
you go
kill 'em
try in
with
the walk-in.
kindness.
Kill them with kindness. That shit
it.
works so good.
And that's
can be
why
like,
Kelly
okay, that's
Murphy
cool.
was a little in her feelings when we were leaving. That's what that was about.
It'd be
Totally
like that.
ungrounded information that
Sorry,
got
I
thrown
think
out
I
over
can
there.
imagine people get catty at Pink too. So I'm
I,
not making.
I would think that people do.
That's
and
the
look,
fun part, though.
we've never had a bad time at Pink. Bo's out here
That's what
tonight
makes it a
eating
good time.
with him and Jordan. But and he said that he would love. We're so booked right now, but he was talking about doing a brunch at Pink. We got a commercial
Drag
for Pink
brunch.
coming up, a drag brunch, and let us host it. But we got so much going on Sunday. I don't know how we do it.
Call it a month away. We get in there and we do a podcast live from Pink.
Yeah,
Nice.
And
That's a
promote
good
the brunch. Have a couple of guests.
yeah.
in.
He totally down with doing the speed date over there too. By the way, Berlin,
Oh, so that's going to happen.
totally down with doing that.
That's good to
Going to
go.
let them open up a little bit, get things kind of moving and shaking. And he said he was totally down with doing that. He thought it was a good idea. So coming up in the next few months or month or whatever, we're going to do another dating show at Pink Nightclub. Is it a nightclub, though? If it's still called a nightclub, even though it has to close at 11?
We'll
Is
just
it,
call
or
it
is it
bar.
just Pink?
Oh yeah, daylight savings time. buddy.
Bar.
Bar, lounge.
Yeah,
Daylight
bar
savings
and
time.
lounge.
When I
Monroe's.
worked at Monroe's own, it was called the official name Monroe's Top Gun Nightclub was
Yeah.
the whole name. They fucked up one of our rugs, and instead of because it was spelled NITE Club Nightclub, and it said Nice Club. So there's a limited edition Top Gun Nice Club, rug out there somewhere. They fucked up, gave it to us for free. We just used it anyway.
Yeah, of course you did.
Because it's the same logo. Thank God we didn't get sued by Warner Brothers for the fucking Top Gun
Oh,
emblem.
man. Is Pink the only gay bar in this area?
Well,
It's the best one for
infamous
sure.
corner bar is now
Yeah,
gone.
but it's
Yeah.
gone.
There's
Yeah.
Pelican Properties over there.
So is Pink the only place?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
The home of Monroe's drag show.
It really is
Way
the
before
home of
anybody
the
else.
Monroe. I don't know that
They're
anybody
the
else is
longest
doing a
running
drag show.
Well, there's the Hub's got that little thing they're trying
Oh,
to do.
yeah, but that's not necessarily a...
But I mean, hey, you got to do something, and when you have the capacity and the ability, you do. But man, I ain't never been to a drag show at Pink that I did not have the best fucking.
Bruh, I mean, I had a good time just doing that little 2 thing they were doing the other day with John
that's it.
Booth and the other
You're
cat.
in there; it's more intimate. There's black lights everywhere.
Yeah. We got a black light now, by the way,
Oh yeah.
thanks to Tender Shelby.
Well, I got to take
Nice.
more showers.
I know. Got a black light.
Make sure all my
We
laundry's
didn't
done.
shine it on the bed. We should have shined it on that bed y'all had in there that we moved today.
Oh,
Probably
yeah, I'll
seen
tell you.
something.
Ain't no sense in that. I can tell you there's something there for sure.
Dang.
That's too far. I walk to the bathroom, and that's why we keep king size.
So Tender Shelby is
Like
moving.
the whole, one to play and one to sleep in.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
roll
that
like-
girl.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
start on one
yeah.
side of the bed, roll over to the other side of the bed.
What they
sleep
call
on-
the old play and stay.
Oh. Not the stay
I
and
don't
play.
have it. I don't have it. Dang it. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
we knew you were
That's all
going
I
to
have.
Yeah,
So Tender Shelby is in the process of moving residencies. I guess she's not in the process. She's
Yeah,
done
it's
it.
done.
The
It's
Tender
done.
Free is a real thing.
And
I went back and cleaned
Shout
the
out to
apartment.
Ross Free. Thanks
oh,
for housing
shout out
her.
to Ross Free.
Thanks for housing
One
my
of our
girl.
normal
Ross Free.
host. It's not here tonight because
Hardest
he's
working man
chasing
in
that
America.
dollar. So you're going to get all your stuff in there
It's in there.
this week, probably. Right, but you're going to get it sort of set up.
Honestly, I don't know. It's going to take forever between work and school because school started back today. It's going to be a hot minute before anything gets organized. And Ross has got to organize all his stuff now, too.
know.
So
I think I'm
it's
gonna wait.
probably going to be a shit show for a while.
I think I'm going to let y'all get all your stuff situated
yeah.
before I even attempt to bring anything
Yeah.
over there.
Well, it'll be
Which I'm not
easy.
bringing much, but
Yeah.
If y'all did it once, like a gangbang for that house, those poor walls can't take it.
yeah. Well, there's a couple of things I know I want to stain those shells that are
A
in
lot
there.
of shit getting packed in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We are going to have though on the other side of the pool table,
Poo
on
table?
the other side of the,
The poo
pool
table.
table where that accent wall is, we are going to have a full on karaoke setup in there.
Oh,
At home
snap.
karaoke.
Yeah, at home karaoke.
Tender
Blacklight
Free karaoke.
included.
Nice.
Blacklight included. Well, here's why. Because a lot of times, let's say on a Sunday, we got karaoke. If I by chance crash there on a Saturday night, then I don't have to get up, go all the way back over to West Monroe, get all the stuff together, and put it in there. So I can just have it there. So I was like, hey,
So
as
Shirley
long
don't
as
get
we
to-
got it.
Shirley can't do karaoke
Yeah,
now.
as long as we got it, why not have it set up?
You're taking karaoke away from Shirley
Yeah,
now.
I'm taking karaoke away from her.
All right.
All right. She ain't
That's
never
on
done.
you.
She ain't never done karaoke anyway.
Bro,
Well,
you
she's not
ain't
going
never
to
done
now.
karaoke with your mama?
No, you have. Huh?
Oh, yeah. For the first time last Christmas.
What song
And,
was she singing?
we sang Christmas carols.
No way.
Yeah, and I put on,
Nice.
let's see, I don't know what I put on. She refused to sing. Oh, my mom is a beautiful soprano. And she refused to sing Oh Holy Night. She's like, oh, no. Like, Mama, I've heard this before in church, every Christmas. You good, let's do it. But I want to say it was, help me out. You remember the first one?
She sang a lot of songs. And then
The first one, she just came up there and started singing with me. Like, finally singing with my mama. She always wanted me to sing in church with her, but I was like, hell no. I'm singing at a bar with you. I'm not going to sing in church with you.
Yeah.
These people are judgy. These people are judgy.
A whole different vibe.
I'm not trying to be the talk of, fried chicken after 12. Hell no. Oh, my God. Did you hear Debbie and her son up
about
there?
Their dang mimosas.
He was better off playing the beaver and showing his buck teeth in that Bible school play. I heard it in my sleep, in my dreams.
How many
But
songs?
it was a great thing. It was a, we duetted a couple of them. It was a lot of fun, buddy.
How many songs did we sing at karaoke the other day?
Collectively,
Yeah. 20?
25.
No shit.
Yeah.
We're talking at Monroe's.
Because we're not talking about closing
We're the
songs
only
or the
ones
other
that
closing
sang.
songs.
nobody
or the other
would
closing
sing.
songs.
People were going up there and were like, "Oh, play this song," and they would say,
They didn't
"Okay."
even want to sing.
And
They
were
just
like,
wanted
no,
to play
we
the
want
song.
you to sing it.
I was
It's
like, how about you bitches up there sing a song for me while
Yeah.
I'm taking a drink here? Just entertain me.
and kind of, again,
Me and
it was
Colson
our
had a
first
duet
go.
of NSYNC song.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't it NSYNC?
Yeah, one that or Backstreet. We did both.
one
I
of
think.
those. Yeah.
That's like some bizarro world
I was
shit.
singing
like, how does this
triple.
work?
Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, welcome to the party.
Man,
And
bruh.
then the wind hit and the monitor flew off. Baron tried to catch it, but unfortunately he missed it.
Oh,
and it
buddy.
hit the ground.
Shout
that
out to
one.
Baron Brandon.
Shout out to Baron. He tried. Thank goodness it didn't hit anybody.
It's like I was seeing the future whenever that thing toppled over. And I was
I
like,
never
I'm
saw
twice
it.
that tall. And when I fall off this sumbitch, my head's going to do like that monitor and just split.
We're going to bungee strap it this week.
I think about, tag off and put on a harness. If you're ever 6 feet in the ocean, you got to.
Yeah. I don't know. It was something hit it, man. It just bent that thing up.
That's
a
a
wing.
good
Big time.
fall.
It's a good fall.
4 foot fall.
it was,
Yeah. Luckily, nobody got hit with it. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. That's
Thank
the main
goodness.
thing. Because stuff like that can be replaced, but we didn't want to hit. Because that little girl was walking back and
Yeah.
forth there
She
all
was
the time.
Busting it.
If that thing would have hit her, we'd have been in a
Or
bind.
one of
Boy,
those little girls?
Yeah, the
She
little
would've-
girl that
she would've
gave
died.
us that came up
There
and
was
sang.
Frozen Girl, and
Yeah.
then there was what song
It was
she sing?
Frozen Girl. Frozen
They-
Girl
I
that
think
was
they're
doing
both
the
Frozen Girls. It was
floss.
a Let It Go and the Flossing Girl.
Yeah,
She
the
was all over the
flossy
place.
girl the whole time flossing.
Tegan.
Oh, Negan's sister.
Tegan, yeah. Yeah, you pointed out Negan, that her name ended up being Tegan.
It was Tegan, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
her
a different name.
grandma showed you a little love.
Oh, is that what that was?
The
for?
grandmas love Scott Anthony.
Yeah, they do.
How can they not?
Bro, I remind them of that boyfriend they had before the war that got shot up.
Or back in
that got
Vietnam.
shot up.
You remind them
No,
of a real
World War
Vietnam-
II.
A real
Way before
good
Vietnam.
Lord. Okay, so if
I'm talking about
if your
WW2.
grandparents survived it, and and the sperms and the sacs that eventually made you survived it, would you not say you're a deluge survivor?
Well,
Like with Noah and the Ark?
I don't want to offend any military people. I do
No, Noah and
stand
the Ark is
behind
way
the fact.
pre-military.
I'm
This
a
is
military
BC.
person. I'm not offended, and I'm not offended. I'm worried about Cat
not
Bradford.
offended.
If Cat Bradford's
I mean,
listening right now, she's offended.
I am, and of course, so is Jay Johnson, and
Not-
so are
wait.
you, Berlin.
I'm a
It's
veteran
a
2 times.
He's also
Vietnam,
a Vietnam.
War survivor. I was born before right at Vietnam,
I
and
would damn near
Vietnam's
say that
over, and I'm
for
still
everyone.
here, so I survived it. Now, if I would have died at birth, then I couldn't say that.
Well, I survived it, but in a nutsack.
Right,
So
a little different.
Yeah, a little different. There's a whole lot of other ones that died.
But
You're not-
Jay,
you're not
what
trying to
year
get
were you
football.
born, Jay?
Did either of your fathers serve in Vietnam?
No,
My
it was,
father did serve in Vietnam.
See, because you could have been collateral damage.
Right.
And the baby batter,
Oh.
the twinkle in his daddy's eye. Like,
Yeah.
if your father had served, then there might have been. So in a way, you were.
Ooh.
I'm taking this to a different angle, but
It is.
Agent Orange, other things they were exposed to.
Right.
So just another
That's true.
angle. Yeah.
Only
that
the
is a
best
good
looking
angle.
sperm survived.
Yeah, because Vietnam ended in 74
4 or 5.
or 5. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Did it ever really
yeah.
end
But
that?
well, I was done up on a leave.
Well, if you've seen any of the 80s,
I was
only
born in
movies,
71, so that
never
means
ended
I
because
was
they were going
conceived
back
in
for
70s.
years.
Well, Uncle Ben got canceled. Vietnam ain't ended yet. It's all about the rice.
What are we fighting for?
Rice.
Opium. Look it up.
Oh, touche.
Touche. Opium's over in Afghanistan now. That's
yeah,
what opium is.
they had the biggest poppy fields in the world.
You
were in
hate
Vietnam.
to talk about upsides to
Nobody
the
going
Taliban,
over there to
but
fight
that was
for
the
rice.
Taliban. They were all about stomping out opium
That's all I
production.
got.
Makes
How
sense.
bizarre.
Bigger picture stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to go over there. How many Americans were killed in Vietnam? It's a bunch, right?
Way
many.
too
Well.
Son of a bitch.
And you're going to do all that for some freaking Benihana rice?
Uncle Benihana, I'll have you know.
But you'll do it for opium because opium at that time was in every medicine there was. So think about it from a pharmaceutical standpoint.
Opium is not going
doesn't
anywhere.
Doesn't it make more sense to do it for opium than friggin' rice?
Well, either opium or
It's
oil.
like, man,
You
we
gotta
over here to
for something.
fight y'all for some sugar cane.
I'm fighting you for water rights.
Y'all have sugar cane down at New Roads. Oh, yeah, our
Theoretically,
bad.
we didn't go to Vietnam to fight because the French got their ass whooped out there.
Well, they begged for our help and we segued in. Speaking of things. that
And they
come
were
to
never
us,
there. Were they? Oh,
Yeah, the French got their ass
that
whooped
Boone
out there.
County
It's
mating call.
the redneck candy call. Yeah. Got my name on the bottle, guys. We're okay. We're okay.
That's the Boone County mating call right there, Jay.
Yeah.
Here's
No
one of those
doubt.
you make sure
Familiar
about
with it.
poison.
Yeah, yeah. That's got my name. None for y'all. But
Uh-huh.
sorry
Some
about that.
bitch.
So, Jay Johnson,
Man, bruh.
Scott, how are you?
Chicago, we're
I'm
good.
honored and humbled both. to be in
You
your
had to point out
presence
the
this
fact that
evening.
we do have Jason Stovall.
Well, got Jason Stovall here, too. We're going to have Jason
Hey, man.
Stovall in one time.
Got to. It may have to happen tonight because he's going to go back to work tomorrow for another 6 months. Now.
Really? Again?
It
That-
seems
that-
like it. Hell, I see him for 5 minutes and he's gone again for 6 months.
Well, he bought that new Bronco, so he's got to
Oh,
pay
well.
for it.
Oh, you got to pay for his Bronco.
Stovall could probably pay cash for that.
I mean, horses ain't going to break themselves.
I bet he got 20 grand on him right now.
Right now.
cash.
No, that's
Cash.
his pecker. It's still hanging on the
Oh,
left
is that
side. He
what-
gets his money in his right pocket.
Easy.
That or he's got 2 dicks. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got 4 dicks.
He's that
Whoa.
Hey,
Oh,
oh,
wow.
yeah.
Damn,
True,
nice
you
flex.
do. True.
Hey,
Nice
yeah.
flex.
I met a guy with 3 testicles this weekend.
Yeah,
I've never
Danny.
met a gay.
Same.
Never met a
Oh,
guy
three
with
nuts.
Davey.
Yeah, Davey. Yeah.
Davey, what?
He's
what-
triple testicle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
you
and,
know Davey got 3 nuts.
I'm not
I
gonna,
wanted to see him,
three
but he
nuts.
told me it cost $40. Again, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Again,
Once he 3 nuts,
OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Had I gotten tipped out before, I totally would have paid, but I was
We've
running
seen
a
it
bring it
shop.
back
before.
around.
We've
I like
seen it.
that.
He showed it was me and Todd and Brad, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, he
He's-
showed all 3 of y'all at the same time?
He told me 3 people. He's got a great memory
He does,
for,
he
you know,
does.
Yeah.
what
Well,
I think.
Good time.
But one thing about that cat that mystifies me is that usually when people go to they move from here to Ireland or or another country to here, their accents kind of lighten up. They loosen. They kind of normalize. Not this cat. I mean, he just
got
gets
more
thicker
intense.
and thicker. Maybe it's a part of an act. Like he's trying
Well,
to.
when he started,
Yeah.
and then like when he got on the mic in front of it, like I heard him talking, people talking to me and everything, and then when he got on the mic, it really
just-
came out.
He turns into a caricature.
I have a terrible
He's
Irish
lived in
accent.
Austin,
but, yeah.
Texas for 20
Oh,
years,
really
but he
came out.
sounds like he's fresh off the boat in 1908.
Until he gets
in
Fucking
front of
Ellis
him.
Island.
I guess same could be said for a radio voice or a
Well,
customer
I tell
service
you,
voice.
honestly,
it's a
I was-
performance voice. People don't sing in accents.
When I was
That's
in
right.
the UK for almost 2 years, year and a half,
Right.
year and 8 months, I had a little bit because you hear that all the time. You're just naturally going to pick it up,
Right.
But when I came back, it was gone within probably a week,
Sure,
2 weeks. Like
sure.
you just
Now,
so
younger,
I would think
younger,
after
you're more
20
impressionable,
years,
but even you're older, it subsides. It should.
I would think after 20
not this
years
cat.
it would be.
It strengthens.
It does.
Bizarre.
Well, I
It's,
guess it's
that might be
you're-
his gimmick.
It's just like I guess that redneck
Shtick.
accent comes back
Yeah.
when you get drunk.
Brad was saying, you go to Boston, you go to Chicago. Even I, with normally
Oh,
my Midwestern accent, when I do go up there and visit,
You do still have a bit of Minnesota in you.
I do love to just you up
When
from
in
Louisiana.
Rome.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese, Pepperidge Farm.
Well-
And say, give me a Bud Heavy.
On the other
and,
side of it, though, you got Jay. Where are you from originally, Jay? Chicago.
I was born at St. Francis Hospital.
Okay, but where'd you grow up?
Most of my growing
Where'd they
years,
kick you out to?
up to suburbs of Chicago.
Okay.
Well,
And I
Chicago.
still,
Yeah, and-
even though you have a little southern twang, you still talk a lot like a Chicago, real
Sure.
quick,
Agreed.
real
Sure.
fast.
Right.
So, but you've been back here how long?
Moved back and when I was released from my service of the state at Cook County Detention Center in 2007.
Oh, county.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you've
Back
not
in
been
the
here.
parish.
Largest single site jail in the country. I was
Really?
I was a
The
guest
best
for
thing
6
about
months.
Louisiana is when you do a county search, we don't show up.
Do you get a conjugal after 6
Parishes.
months, or do you just pretty
The
much
parish
on the?
search, no counties
you
show
get,
up.
You
Exactly. That's
get you
benefit.
get a CTA pass.
How long do you have to be there before they start letting you do a conjugal?
Well,
You think?
Conjugals
Is that a
in the
lifer? Is that a lifer?
What is CTA,
No,
like certified technician of
Illinois
assholery?
does not provide conjugals.
Really?
No,
Even in the prisons?
Well, I was only in jail.
Yeah, that's what I was
Cook
getting
County's
at.
in jail.
Oh, yeah. You were
was it
like
crack?
the local county.
OCC.
14,000 detainees.
Oh, my
in
Lord.
Cook
Oh,
County jail.
shit. Hella Jim
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah, it was an
It
experience.
was Jim Pop on shifts. There's
What
not, there's
what
not enough
lunch shift-
swings and slides
what
on the
lunch shift
playground.
did you have? What lunch
we all
shift
get
did
two
you have, Jay?
basketballs. It's
'Cause you're not
14K.
feeding all 14,000 at one time. What lunch shift do you have?
Lunch,
third? You had third shift?
lunch came for me about 9:45 in the morning.
Really?
Breakfast was
Oh,
at
good
3:15.
In the morning?
Well,
When you're serving 14,000,
They priming you for labor, bro.
You get what you get, and
You're on a whole different schedule.
yeah.
so
Well, you're on their schedule.
so what kind of hard labor are we talking? Were you breaking rocks with hammers or like planting peas?
I am proud to say I made the most of a difficult situation, which I'd put myself into, and I
Right. Are you an attorney now because of it?
no, but
Okay.
no, you're gonna be proud of me. I was in a special area. It was called a Human Resources Development Institute.
Oh, HR, yeah.
No. This is important because I set up a class and I was conferring GEDs. They got me licensed because I do have my master's degree.
Right.
Smart people do stupid things.
Right, right.
So I got my master's.
That's
so
what I'm gonna tell
was,
myself.
I was. I conferred. I wish it had been more. I tried so hard with those people. I conferred four GEDs. I got 4 people high school diplomas that would otherwise not gotten them.
You are like the dude from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, but didn't the warden want to keep him there because of whatever reason?
Yeah, because he was helping him embezzle all the money. Not helping him, but he was doing it for him.
Yeah.
You are Shawshank.
I made the most. I made the most.
Can
of
anyone
a
tell
bad
me his
situation.
name?
Tim Robbins.
No,
No, not the
Andy.
actor. Andy.
What's
Well,
his
I
name?
Andy
love
what? Andy
Shawshank
what?
Redemption.
The first time I met
Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne.
There you go.
That's it. Now give me your best Morgan Freeman impersonation. Do it.
The first time I met Andy Dufresne.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Keep going.
You need a little more questioning. But go ahead.
The first time I met Andy Dufresne, he was just a country boy. That's more Forrest Gump.
I was
Little
thinking more
slower,
Forrest.
little slower.
Less than
First
Forrest,
time I
more
met
Morgan.
Andy Dufresne.
Breathe a little
He
more
come-
like between.
He come right up to the Shawshank
Slow it
prison.
down.
And pregnant pause.
And
random pregnant pause.
Yeah.
And I knew there was something special about him. Awkward
Okay,
enough.
now you
Yeah,
on-
I'm getting the
on
Forrest
it.
Gump,
The
Christopher
day I saw
Walken.
him.
Yeah, he keeps twisting off with that.
Yeah, I
Life
can't do
is
the
like
Irish
a bowl
one.
to chocolates. I know that's all I got.
Hey, that was not bad.
Fantastic.
Not
You gave
bad.
yourself an air
Applause
horn.
sound effects. Air horn.
You know when Josh Madden used to do remember they would do the game and you would have to do the
Yeah.
trivia questions in the voice of the person that did
I'd
that?
like
was
to have
tough.
Josh Madden on the podcast one
Dude,
day.
totally. He's so busy now.
And I will call in at 309-3969.
Right. Ooh, people should call in and talk to Jay Johnson. So
I'm
how long have
always
you been working here, Jay?
On and off.
Well, that's right. I forgot.
The first. This
First
is
time
my
around.
fifth return. The first time I worked in here, I began in. It was March of 2008, and this
Right
this
out
is
of the
this-
pen.
this is
Right
a-
out of the
This is a
pen. You were
great.
right out of the pen.
Well, it's
Damn,
not, it's,
I think I started in 08 at Top Gun.
So, and this is where the story of that. I was sitting here and I was drinking Mick Ultra and shots of it was Powers back then, and Yvette still worked here then, and Yvette's just like, damn it, excuse my language, y'all. But Chris,
said
remember
so
Chris?
much.
Chris's
Fuck,
cousin.
pussy fuck.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
and
Chris.
he was a no show, and we need a dishwasher.
Wait, Chris
And
was
I-
a no-show. That's how you got it.
No, Chris's cousin.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
I said, I'll be your dishwasher.
Yeah.
And she's like, you will? I said, absolutely. I said, can I finish this beer? And Miss Yvette said, no. And she grabbed it, and she took it from me. She said, go get an apron and get in back. And
Shut up.
all the ups and downs. And for nearly 8 or 10 months, that's all I did were those Tuesdays, washing the dishes. Initially,
On 2-for-1 burger night.
yeah. Initially, the dishwasher got off at 10:30 at night, but Brad and John were so fond of me that they actually would let me close with them.
Oh.
And so that happened for about 9 months. And here's where I messed up. I got ambitious. I wanted to pick up more shifts. And I think this being my 5th return, and I'm so happy and grateful to be back. But in a way, I kind of just wish I just stuck on those Tuesdays back in 2008.
You could be almost tenured right now.
Because if I had just done that, I would have had those Tuesdays. I would have had less opportunity to screw up because nobody can disappoint and screw up better than Jay Johnston, except with the ladies in bed. That's the one exception. But outside of that, I'm going to disappoint you. And I just wish I'd done those Tuesdays.
You know what? At least you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You're not blind to it.
Painfully.
And now now is your 5th chance to make it right again.
Well, you know what they say? Never be too good at what you do, or you'll never get the appreciation or the ability to move up. I'm sorry, we can't leave you to management.
That's one bit of advice.
You're too good at your position right now.
Oh, well.
We need this other asshole to move up and go past your position. You're too good at training people on the right thing to do, so we're going to leave you where you're at.
Yeah. I mean,
that's not on you. That's on me. That's
take your own advice. Take your own advice.
You've been there, huh?
Yeah, that's my personal.
I mean, my goodness. I saw Ross Free sneak in a while ago.
Oh, Ross Free is in the house?
After we told the Kelly Murphy story, he's probably going to come in here and tell the actual real truth story.
Oh,
not the
so.
one I
we did claim the man was working. He is not working now.
I think he's taking some time off for a minute. Maybe he needs a chicken sandwich.
Your phone may be too old.
We also want to encourage people that are in listening and on the local area. At some point, y'all need to come back. Berlin and I are kind of the guinea pigs for the new items that are going to be on the menu at Enoch's.
That's right.
And last night, we had the quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla.
Is that chutney going to be on the menu?
That's right.
Don't lean too forward on your skis
easy on the
here,
rumors.
Yeah.
Last night was the first time that y'all got trial testing last night.
That was some good stuff. It had chunks of, what was that?
Peach
chutney. Caleb is such.
Caleb is kicking ass back
gosh, there. Let's not lean too forward on our skis here, gentlemen. But that patty melt, he puts out off the
He's a happy scientist.
Have you tried it with the new sauce, though, that he's made?
Well, he's got several sauces. The remoulade
specifically.
Remoulade, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
You might not care for it, but
hopefully John's not. He wants to do a blind tasting between the cane sauce and the remoulade.
I thought the same thing. I was like, "This is." I didn't want to insult him. I like this tastes a lot like cane sauce.
It's real good,
but I do love cane sauce.
Yeah,
I think you should do it.
I think that's an easy bitch.
I'll volunteer.
You just take the cane sauce lids off the cane sauce and put them on top of the oven, like just reportion it
there
and slip it into the canes when you deliver it on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
The other, and I think that have you ever tried the buffalo chicken po' boy? That I do it.
I got it on Texas toast.
Okay,
did you get it on Texas toast?
Yeah, but with that buffalo sauce, I think there's a lot of opportunity, and it's worth considering. But let's rewind. Is the quesadilla going to be on the menu, or are we just talking about prospective items?
Well, from what I understood, that he was asking John about the price deal of it.
What to charge? That's why he's been doing this market research, asking people, what would you pay for this?
I told him that I thought that quesadilla, and I was a little off. I said it was at least a $9 gig.
Berlin says it's a
12.
That's an 8 to 12.
I said 10. Well, it depends on what kind of plate you're putting it on.
Oh yeah, you got to dress it up and all that.
Because that's what you're paying for.
$9.95.
You're paying for presentation,
with a big Chicago
pub food, $10.
A huge tortilla. You fold that over. $9.95 with a.
It's a fucking 10-inch pizza.
Yeah,
without the carbs.
Well, there's flour, there's carbs,
but still, you're not looking at a big ass crust. So
there's always carbs.
It's carb paper instead of like carb bread.
It's not that gratuitous. Right. It's really good. It's really good.
That's the bottom line. It's good. It's good.
I enjoyed it, and I honestly, I had never had the chutney before, and I'm very picky, but I liked it. Now, I was snockered. I don't think that had a lot to do with it, but it could have. Yeah. But I did like it, and that's no lie. I liked it.
You was pretty lit.
Bro, I had to drive over here from Iowa. I shouldn't even say this. With one eye closed, Jay.
Ben Ball might be listening.
When I pulled out of my road and got on Louisville, there was cars coming, and I would see 3 of them. One car.
It all came.
The trailer.
We think that would have maybe been a $4 Uber ride.
I'm saying we sang "Instincts" by, but it ended up being "Bye Bye Bye" because we were that.
Yeah. We was gone.
We're singing triple here. We're singing triple.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break.
Yeah, because I'm coming in hot on some dirty words.
Are you going to come in hot?
Coming in hot on some dirty words.
Take a break. We hope that Jay Johnson can stay with us.
I'm here for you.
Okay, good deal. We got some questions about the things around Enoch's. Maybe we'll find out some dirt from 2007.
Next segment's going to go dirty and deep real quick.
Oh, nice. Good.
Better spit on it twice.
Whoa.
It's going to get sticky.
With bated breath.
Don't go anywhere, people. We got some four on the floor. Going to play for you. We got some ads that we're going to do. We got some Jordan Shepherd. Let me throw some Jordan
Shepherd in here today? All right, Tim.
I'll throw some Jordan Shepherd on there, too.
Hey, you better get tickets to the patio because he's going to sell out at 2 Dudes.
Oh, yeah.
He's coming up soon. I shared it on Facebook.
Who is? Jordan Shepherd is?
Joe Shep.
That's probably a good act.
Joe Shep. Like I like to call him.
So we got some Jordan Shepherd, some four on the floor. We don't thank both of those guys, both those groups, Jordan Shepherd and four on the floor, Danny and Dave and Troy and the other guy. Yeah. Annie Mae salsa.
I finally met Annie Mae.
Yeah.
I met Annie Mae the other night, too.
Damn, she's about as hot as that salsa is. I mean,
Annie Mae's always been the
Never had better salsa in
hello.
I don't really want to do that because Dave is listening now.
Love you, Dave. Love you, Annie Mae.
Right. But Annie Mae's always been cute. I went to kindergarten. I've known Annie Mae since kindergarten. Long time.
Fair enough.
Long time.
Best product I've ever had.
I didn't look at her back way.
Person I know face to face, phenomenal product.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I used to go out with her. Well, go out. I mean, I was in kindergarten. She had a friend, 2 twins, Hope and Holly, and this other girl named Becky, and I used to rotate. At 5 years old,
we're rotating nap time,
going with
boxes,
them. You're in kindergarten or first grade, all the way up to the 4th grade. I was hitting on them, man, big time.
You learned at a young age.
I used to think I was on your coattails, but you are light years ahead of me. Years ahead of me.
I mean, I've been in the game for a minute, son, since 1975.
I got nothing. Ever since I had to quit sucking on a tit, I've been trying to suck on one tit.
Right,
it's just not the same one.
Well, y'all don't go anywhere. Yeah. We'll be back in about 2 and 2, y'all, so stick around.
Very good.
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.
Ooh, I'm going to tell Mama you was at the Brass Monkey. Go ahead, because that's the only place to be on a weekday or the weekend night is at the Brass Monkey. Go check them out. They're right there off the Sears Street, right beside 519. They got that place hopping, y'all, just like back in the day. The Brass Monkey. Take your cares away. So go have yourself a drink and a good time at the Brass Monkey. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking for a great place to hang out with your family or friends? Why not check out ENOCH'S Irish Pub and Grill? They've been in business for over 41 years and have some of the best drink specials and food in town. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will not leave upset. ENOCH'S Irish Pub and Grill, right there in Monroe, Louisiana. Hey friends, are you tired every time you try to take a number 2 and you still just don't feel relieved like everything got out? Well, do we have a product for you? I'm a user of it myself. It's called the Squatty Potty. What the Squatty Potty does is put your body in the natural squatting position, ergonomically designed for you to take the perfect poop. It works. I'm a believer myself. I've used Squatty Potty for over 3 years. And let me tell you, you'll notice the difference. Truly. If you're looking to get a Squatty Potty, you can go online to squattypotty.com and order you one. They come in fully assembled. All you do is place it under the base of your toilet and you're ready to go. Your friends and family won't even notice it's there. And if they do, they'll probably want one for their own. So go check out Squatty Potty. It's the only way to get a fully ergonomically designed
healthy, full release poop.
Well, I was born in Louisiana, alligator under my bed. Mama always liked me most, but I was all that she ever had. But I raised up down on the river, hunting and fishing too. I can make a living right off the land. I'd like to know how about you. Black water coming down, high water all around. I believe there's a black snake swimming down by my knee. Well, I'm Louisiana, born and bred, from a piney hill to the cypress swamp. Well, if you ain't been to Louisiana, don't be putting her down. Ain't been to the Mardi Gras, and you ain't party down. If you ain't never had no gumbo, you ain't never dined. Ain't been to Louisiana, Lord, you ain't never passed a real good time. Please, black water coming down, high water all around. I believe there's a black snake swimming down by my knee. Well, I'm a Louisiana, born and bred, from the piney hill to the cypress swamp. Black water. Well, I'll be down the river if the shit ever hit the fan. I have a gun and a knife and my little country wife, catching anything we can. We'll have a trot line across the river, tramp sitting down in the swamp. And we ain't looking for trouble now, but you best leave us alone. Black water coming down, high water all around. I believe there's a black snake swimming down by my knee. Well, I'm Louisiana, born and bred, from the piney hill to the cypress swamp. Said I'm Louisiana, born and bred, from the piney hill to the cypress swamp. Well, I'm a Louisiana, born and bred, from the piney hill to the cypress swamp. Black water. September winds are blowing back here again. I know we'll make it, babe, but when will this winter end? It's cold in this house, and every word is frosted air. I'm treading lightly, 'cause I don't wanna fall. Careful carefully stepping past the cracks in the floor. I can feel the chill. It builds with every word unsaid. And I long for the heat from the sun. And I'm wanting to run, baby, run, baby, run. Hear me say this, babe, one last time. Words have just become wasted time, and I know we're saying them all over again. And there's a wall we're building up again. We tear it down and we just build it up again. And I know it's gonna kill us, but I don't know when. And I long for the heat from the sun. And I'm wanting to run, baby, run, baby, run. 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 September winds are blowing back here again. And I know we'll make it, babe, but when will this winter end? It's cold in this house, and every word is frosted air. And I long for the heat from the sun. And I'm wanting to run, baby, run, baby, run. Run, baby, run, baby, run. To run, baby, run, baby, run. To run, baby, run, baby, run.
Hello, friends. Are you looking for an easy way to relax and get to know yourself after a hard day's work? Why not go by and see one of our newest sponsors, Tana, over at Herbal Foreplay. Herbal Foreplay is your number one stop for adult toys and gifts, lotions, and all sorts of products. Go by there and tell Tana exactly what you're trying to do, and she'll be able to help you steer you in the right direction for a product that's Well, let's just be honest. It will be exactly what you're looking for. Because let's be honest, nothing says power like the power of an orgasm. Let me tell you something. Herbal Foreplay knows how to get you there, if you know what I mean. So go by there and see Tana. They're open late. It's convenient for you to, when you get off work, to go by there and see what she's got. I'm sure she'll be able to find a product that's just right for you. She also sells vapes, so if you don't smoke, you could even have a vape after your explosion. So go by there and check her out. She caters to both men and women. Toys, gifts, needs. We're sure you'll go back again and again. So go by there and see Tana. She's just what you're looking for.
I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Girl, there's a lot of times we don't know how we're gonna get by, but we always find a way. I break my back to make ends meet, 10 long hours sitting on my feet. Not a whole lot left at the end of every day, never knowing what'll break down next. But something always will, and I'm tired of giving my whole check just to barely pay the bills. I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. When you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Now and then we have those days where we could both just walk away, say the hell with what we've done. But you're the one thing I can never leave, and ain't another woman that could handle me. And I don't mind the fighting, 'cause making up is fun. So anytime we disagree, there ain't no need to cry. We can take it to the sheets where we both see eye to eye. I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. All we've got is each other, baby, so take it all off and let's go crazy. We both know just what I wanna do. Honey, but I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, I'ma be holding you. 'Cause when you wrap me up, little mama, I know we're gonna make it through. And we can worry about it all night if you wanna, but what good's it gonna do? I don't know what tomorrow holds, honey, but I'ma be holding you. Oh, I'ma
Stick around. You're listening to Swamper Talk Live with Josh, Scott, Ross, and Berlin. A lot more show left, everybody, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment. Ooh, I'm going to tell Mama you was at the Brass Monkey. Go ahead, because that's the only place to be on a weekday or the weekend night is at the Brass Monkey. Go check them out. They're right there off the Zier Street, right beside 519. They got that place hopping, y'all, just like back in the day. The Brass Monkey. Take your cares away. So go have yourself a drink and a good time at the Brass Monkey. Hey, Twin Cities, are you looking for a great place to hang out with your family or friends? Why not check out ENOCH'S Irish Pub and Grill? They've been in business for over 41 years and have some of the best drink specials and food in town. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you, and you will not leave upset. ENOCH'S Irish Pub and Grill, right there in Monroe, Louisiana. Hey friends, are you tired every time you try to take a number 2 and you still just don't feel relieved? Like everything's
squatty. All right, everybody, let's shut this squatty potty commercial off. That was right in the middle of paying.
Because it makes it a little shorter when you go number 2.
Paying the squatty
It's
potty.
number 1 when you have to number 2.
We got John Calvin Jeter in here too. By the way.
JC3.
Lean down here real quick, John Calvin, so they can see.
JJ Trey, they call it.
See yourself right there, J. Cal. There you go. So J. Cal,
Drinking
that's
that
John
sweet
Jeter's boy. His firstborn, J. Cal. J. Cal was a little bit of an artist himself.
Little
Yeah, he does music. He was doing some DJing, doing all kind of stuff. What you got going on now, J. Cal? You doing anything you want to plug? Any projects that you're doing? Oh, working on the radio that somebody threw up in.
Suncoast Sound.
That somebody threw up in. Literally. Somebody threw up on his radio.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Got to be careful who you give rides home to, J. Cal.
It's the whole cigarette butt in the ashtray or in the fucking parking lot.
Right.
It's right there, and you can't throw it out the window. You got to do it on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know you
Young
feel
man.
like you'll puke. Did you have to puke on the expensive shit?
Yeah. This young man right here is trying to do right, working at 2 jobs, mowing yards. This is a good kid. Is somebody going to try to give a girl, right, trying to do the right thing, give a girl a ride home, and she puked in his truck.
Speaking of being young and hustling to make money, to do whatever you want, kind of thing, and being independent, getting out in the dating world and stuff, and the hookup culture, my grandpa always had these terms, he's trying to make a man out of me and stuff. And he'd always say these terms for genitalia that were just not the most attractive. And I was talking to our friends over at Pink, Jordan and
they just left. Bo was out there, Berlin.
And Dave mentioned something about bussy.
Who?
Bussy.
What's that?
Well, so I got a little education there. And it's a gay boy's butthole.
I have not heard that in a while.
Oh, no doubt.
But they're calling it bussies because, they're
in there.
Like, it's like a boy pussy, a bussy.
Yeah.
So why would you do that if
why don't they just call it a booty hole?
I'm saying the dudes ain't attracted to bussy. Are you trying to make, does it have lips?
They trying to make it sound, you know what
that's
they
like
doing?
vegan chicken.
Right.
You're
the Impossible Whopper.
chicken?
Like, what the fuck? It's not meat. Don't pose it as meat. Say the
bussy,
veggie burger.
You don't want pussy. Why
It's
do you
a
want to
fucking
act like
veggie burger.
Yeah, it's a booty hole. Why don't you just call it a booty hole?
So, which brought me to asking them. I was like, okay, well, I get that, but the same for. So, if a dude came to you and was like, "Hey, come get some of this bussy," they were like, "Hell no, fuck that, I'm out." And I said, "All right, well, for me, it's like, we're feeling." And she's like, "You want some of this gash?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't. You want some of this? You want to get up in this axe wound? You want to get on my bearded clam?" There's just so many different. Yeah. Do
you think maybe they're trying to make it more desirable by calling it that?
And is it
Because it's a booty hole.
right?
No matter where you at,
Right.
it's a booty hole. Everybody got one.
Well, I think their point in doing that is to specify that's usually the person that takes the dick.
Well, and that you
Right.
you draw the line in the sand when you do something like that.
You talking about the giver.
And my question for y'all is there a term preferred or
Booty hole.
as far as
Come hit
someone
this booty hole.
offering it to you like, hey, you want to fuck?
Oh, we're
Hey,
just
you
talking
want to
in
get some of
general
this pussy?
now.
You want to get you want to get up in this?
Don't
shit?
glamorize it. Because
know
if
what?
I'm with a chick and I want to fuck her in the ass, I'm just going to let me go.
Right,
Let me go
correct. I
anal
get
on
that.
it.
Off of
I get
booty hole.
that.
We're
But
talking
if
about in
she,
general.
if she called it something other than that, would it turn you off, or
Snatch.
what? Or you preferred snatch?
I
Snatch.
do not like snatch.
The only reason I like snatch is because when you're cheers, here's to snatching kisses, and vice
okay.
versa. Kiss and snatches.
That's nice.
That's the
Makers.
only way I prefer snatch because I can only picture fucking Mickey, Brad Pitt from fucking the movie Snatch,
Yeah.
which is also the same movie as Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. But
Better
that's a
movie,
whole
actually.
other thing. That's a whole. Shouts out to Houston Bass, love you, movie podcast. But like Snatch, I feel like this bitch coming at me. I want to fuck it up, and I'm not ready for that. I want to get in it. I don't know. Snatch feels like a.
Well, I
Brad Pitt.
use the term cooter, and I do that ironically because I never want a pussy to be called a cooter. But
Oh,
it just
little baby
sounds,
snapping turtle. Yeah.
There you go. I
Don't
just
bite
find
the head of
cooter
it
to be
all.
so damn ridiculous. That's why I use it.
Yeah,
But
cooter's-
I never wanna
cooter's
hear
a
chicks
fun
say
word,
that.
though.
It is.
Dukes
just
of
to say-
Hazzard, you know.
Exactly. That's why I do that.
Oh,
Well, the
Cooter
most racist,
Davenport.
least racist.
You talking about Cooter Davenport?
Yeah, cooter.
Oh,
Cooter Bay.
Davenport.
Cooter Bay where the turtles come lay their eggs.
Well, I'll let you know something.
Cooter's a fun word.
What you know about Hot Shots?
It's like Hooters for titties.
You remember a
Hooters.
place called Hot Shots?
Easy. You getting off topic.
I'm just verifying what's up.
It's hot shot, a cum shot? What are you talking about?
No, Hot Shots. That
Hot
was called a
Shots.
bar. It was a
Yeah.
bar called Hot Shots.
Right, we're on the bar, we're into the sexuality and the genitalias.
Yeah. Ooh.
Now, I'll give you a little background on this. I grew up in L.A. Cock was referred to pussy was referred to as cock when I was growing up
Interesting.
in L.A. So,
Really?
Because it's even certain rap songs where dudes is talking about, there's a bunch of cock up in this place and all that stuff.
Really?
To hear it now, it sounds so weird because all of a sudden cocks become dick.
Okay, was that because the USC Gamecocks had the whole hat thing in the 90s?
I have no idea. I never even thought
It was a whole lid thing where like it was
the.
the okay, that was one of my first get it over on my mom inappropriate things was wearing a Cox hat. Like, Mom, it's Gamecocks. So it was cool at 15.
Oh, you talking
to wear
about the
hats that
Carolina,
Cox
South
are. It's like, it was
Carolina?
rebellious. Yeah,
Yeah.
USC, South Carolina.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Gamecocks. With their hats, and there was a whole thing. It was the Beavers. It was the Cox.
Yeah.
It was any way you can
That
make
innuendo,
it.
yeah.
It was the innuendo of the 90s.
Innuendo of the
And
cock.
Tickle Me Elmo. I showed cows. There was a whole lot of fairs and a whole lot of vendors and stuff.
Yeah.
They had inappropriate shirts because there's a vendor down the road selling fucking tall boys for $2.
Well,
You know,
they
in
want to
Memphis.
stand out. They want to sell their
and
product.
yeah, then you want to see the
Right.
holy shit. It's like New Orleans, like Bourbon Street. You see titty shirts and
Yeah.
show me your titty shirt, things like
But
that.
you do it
Well, one
subliminally
said
like that.
it was I forget what year it was, maybe 95, 96. Tickle Me Elmo was the fucking toy of the year. And
I
they
remember
sold
that.
like $2 million on fucking eBay. 'cause
Hell yeah.
eBay was getting hype in 95 and shit. But it said, "Hey Elmo, tickle this," and had an arrow pointing down. And my buddy bought it because he was going through like a divorce home and shit. He was rebelling. Is still. And God, I love this motherfucker. I wish I could say his name, but I ain't
Oh,
trying to
wish you could,
shout out
too.
his business. But he does live in Tim McGraw's first house.
Nice.
So that was
Oh,
the thing.
in Star?
There you go.
Oh yeah,
Or Nashville.
Yeah, sure. And he's a farmer.
Oh, he lives in that house. I know the house
No,
you're
in
talking about.
fucking Start
Not the
Louisiana.
first
Yeah,
house,
on the
yeah.
bayou. Like we're
Yeah.
Tim McGraw's family.
I know-
Everything-
I know the house you're talking
He's
about.
got a fucking beautiful family that'll look just like him and his wife. It was like the most ineligible couple in high school. It was like the shy dude and the chick that got around.
Successful.
And then real chick love found its way.
Oh.
And I love them so much now.
You know what?
Eventually, I'll have that story.
No, staying on your
Love
topic.
will find its
Yeah,
way to
thank
me.
you.
Staying on your topic, I'll give you another one. I don't want anyone on this earth to refer to my dick as a Peter. Peter feels small.
You only say that. I gotta go whip my Peter out for a minute. Gotta go
I can't-
bleed the lizard.
I respect my dick too much to call it a Peter. I don't know why Peter.
Do you have a
just-
name for your
I-
dick? Curious.
No, you know what? I don't.
All right, I was talking to a friend out there, and I don't mean to say Jason Stovall. He said, at 42 years, I don't have a name for mine. I was like,
really?
Mine's Captain Planet.
Yeah, well,
because he's a hero.
Planet.
Yeah, and I just had I like to watch Captain Planet. He had a green mullet. He was blue. He was like a Billy Ray Cyrus in spandex with a filter. I don't know why.
Saving the planet.
Don't tell my
Nick
heart.
is saving the
Make
planet.
it break your heart.
Going to take pollution down to zero.
Look,
Please don't think you understand.
The reason
We didn't
why,
sing that at karaoke. Maybe we should have. Oh, well.
No, we shouldn't have.
No.
The reason
You weren't there.
Yeah,
at my
I was
Rose.
there. Excuse you.
You weren't there at my Rose.
Well, not. Oh, you mean my Rose. Well,
Easy
there was two. There were two of them.
Can
First
you
of
name
all,
12 songs that you've ever sang karaoke?
Oh, easy Vietnam. You
Can you
weren't
name
there.
24? Sorry.
I don't need
Agent
to
Orange
name any
joke.
song.
Sorry.
Fucking there, man.
I don't need
Yeah,
to sing
hey,
any
you were
songs.
there.
Come on now. I don't need to sing any songs.
I will
but
tell you
want to.
this, and I will say this on the air. The 318 Swampers have got to be the hardest working karaoke group around town right now. There's no doubt, bro. Back-to-backs? Nobody's doing back-to-backs.
Nobody wants to do back-to-backs. That's why.
We didn't want
Maybe
to do
we should.
back-to-backs.
Wait a minute. Have you ever looked for FFM stacked? You definitely want to be doing back-to-back.
Yes.
Bro, 4 holes
Back.
lined up in order of
back.
loosest to tightest to loosest. Hello, somebody.
Oh, my God.
You got to start on top, though, so it lubes up the bottom one.
So earlier, Colson said he had a topic he was wanting to talk about. Or were y'all just
That was
talking
it.
about
That was the whole, like,
You see how I just right over.
Yeah, so
I'm
we
sorry.
went out. I'm sorry, we went out.
Well, y'all
out of
started
there.
talking about it when I was trying to answer some questions.
What names or slang for genitalia is a real turn off or even turn on?
You got one, Ross? There's got to be one that strikes a nerve.
I don't know. See, I was agreeing with Berlin about Peter, and what I was going to say is that the reason why it makes you feel like it's impotent is because you talk about when somebody peters out.
Oh,
What about
Oh,
It's a
nice
Peter's
word
negative word.
association. I like
I like
that.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I'm petered out. Yeah.
I was thinking biblically, but if I called him
damn.
little Joshua, hey, he blew a big horn, Neve, you know what I'm saying?
Made a
Knock
lot of
down them
noise.
walls, baby, at Jericho.
What about Rico? That'd be a cool name.
Pedro? Was that, what was it? Varsity
Rico?
Blues?
Yeah,
Pitching a
Rico.
tent, sporting the wood.
Rico.
Rico?
Rico Consuelo?
Nah.
That sounds
Does he
smooth.
speak Spanish?
Mine's
Maybe.
come on in here, Stovall.
Stovall.
We're talking about genitalia.
I do want to Ross to
And different
I
names.
tried to tell Ross a story and I messed it up. I don't know if I got the timelines and all that right. Ross, what happened Saturday night?
Look. So Saturday night.
This is the drama part of the show. I wish we had some
Saturday
music.
night. All right.
Let me see if I can find some.
So we go to Pink, and we're hanging out, and everything's fine. Everything's good. We've had a good night, and I know no better until towards the end of we're all getting close to ready to leave, and so I go outside and I'm trying to figure out what's up with everything. Oh, Kelly Murphy's outside, and she's crying. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm like, whoa. I'm like,
Wait,
what?
she took it outside by herself?
Well, no. Well, she had somebody else was talking to her, but I was just like, hold on now. I was like, what's
Yeah.
up with this? And so I'm like, well, what's up? And so through talking after a little bit, plus Kelly Murphy was also by that point intoxicated,
little drunk, yeah.
understandably intoxicated.
It
She's
wouldn't
like,
be Kelly Murphy if she wasn't
she
drunk. so.
proceeds to say, well, some girl told me that she tried to fuck you, and I was like, okay, and I'm like,
Well, trying to fuck you ain't no problem.
well, and I was just like,
That's on
no.
her.
I was like, no.
Most like oxymoron.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was like,
So-
no, because
Try.
obviously, I
It wasn't.
obviously have never been in a
cancel each other out.
situation like with this person specifically. I've never even been around them like that.
So it's not like they had pictures like, here's me and Ross fucking.
Yeah, no,
It's
no.
just,
It was just come out with this saying and like talking about all this weird stuff about
Just some
like touching each
hypothetical
other
or
and this
unjustified
I'm like,
shit.
hold on now, wait. I'm like, I was like, I don't know what this is about because I've never even been alone with this person like at all, and so it keeps getting like, I mean, you're gonna take that to the best of ways. Obviously, you're gonna take that poorly when somebody says that.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, no matter if it's true or not. So had her all tore up. Well,
she had a couple of drinks in her, so she was vulnerable.
She got a couple more.
She was vulnerable.
And she got a couple more, and she was upset. Well, the next day, now, mind you, we worked it out. Is
this too much,
fine,
Ross? Are you good?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
He's freestyling.
And so the next day, when I saw this person again, I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "You don't know what you said last night?"
Hey, what the fuck was that all about?
No, I was blacked out. I don't remember anything.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, blacked out. Doesn't remember anything. I'm like, you were telling this story about how you tried to fuck me and go in all this detail. No, I didn't. I was like, yeah, you did. Like, I promise you did. No, like,
so she blacked out.
Real? Yeah, she
blacked out.
You want to know my honest opinion? They never black out. That's their option.
Isn't that some bullshit, though? You're going to try to wreck my shit and then blame it on the alcohol? You're going to blame it on the fact that you don't remember?
You know what you're doing in that moment.
I've lived a whole life of, well, you can imagine. And, yeah, they don't black out. That's just an excuse.
Oh, Smitty.
She was at home smiling, going, man, that was a good time. But I ain't telling that fool that.
Now, I do believe
that's what that was about.
Messed up.
I believe in time traveling where people do shit in the moment. They know what they're doing in the moment, and they might not remember from one thing to the next, but while they're doing it, they know what the fuck they're doing.
I believe in time travel more than I do than women blacking out and not remembering.
I've always said that I do not believe in blackout drunk. I've always said I don't buy it. That might just
that sounds like a rapist.
No, time out.
Get a disclaimer on that.
I have been
easy.
I have been as drunk as any human being can be, and I remember most everything.
Now,
I may remember bits and pieces I say. And there's certain things I've said that I don't remember saying.
That's
but
Jason
I
Stovall, by the way,
everything I've ever done.
There was a time in Hot Springs, Scott and I bar hopping, and we were with our women at the time, and we got to, it was Ohio Club, the last bar on the list.
I love Ohio Club.
Oh, everybody does.
And Fat Jacks.
Oh, God, I love Fat. Oh, that's the one we did not make it to Fat Jacks.
We didn't make
the top
it there.
Wasn't open.
Yep,
I know the owner personally.
But what had happened was at Ohio Club, I vaguely remember being there, then in the bathroom, then hearing stories about what we did.
But that's different than being completely blackout and not remembering anything.
It was just kind of, I remember pieces of it. And apparently we took an Uber drive back to the Airbnb.
Pieces of it.
Yeah.
Probably so.
We don't remember that.
In the moment, I think you have your facilities in the moment, but that whole, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Bullshit.
Nah.
I remember the Airbnb. I do not remember getting in an Uber. I remember the
Uber drive
Airbnb.
did not happen. No, I still think we walked or something.
I think we might have teleported over there.
See, that's why I've always claimed that anytime I don't remember anything at all, I was roofied. Because there's only very few times that I remember.
Blame it on the
nothing.
system, man.
They don't make enough roofies. I'm just saying.
But
have you blame it on that old Boone County mating call?
I'm from B-By, bro. They don't make enough roofies.
Do any of you have a point where it's like you drank too much and you don't remember, and some dude's like, "Hey, we fucked last night." It's like,
no, hell no.
Yeah, that's my point.
I ain't hating on the lifestyle, but hell no.
You're never so incoherent that you do something out of the norm for you. Your inhibitions might be loose, but you're not going to do something that's, completely
that's
out
one
of
of the
character.
reasons that I won't go to on a trip. I won't go to Thailand or wherever it is. Well, because I don't want to be in a bar, get jacked up by some lady boy, and then get to that point. Because I just don't want to be that guy, man. I don't want to do it. So I just don't go to Thailand. You created your own problem. That's why.
If you were a 50-year-old white dude going to Thailand by yourself,
I think
you're going to be on the FBI list already.
Yeah, you're looking for that.
If you don't have a wife or somebody going with you on the list already.
Time out.
I agree.
I'm the dude that goes everywhere by myself. Come on.
Have you done Thailand yet?
I'm 44, but that was on my list. I'm taking it off the list.
I would love to see Thailand, but it's so suspicious when a dude goes by himself. It's like, oh.
Well, at the very least.
Thailand, I'm just going to go paddling on the watchtower.
That's much better.
Look, if you go to Thailand, at the very least,
you're looking. Banjo, I'm out.
You're looking to get prostitutes. At the very least, you're looking to go there to get prostitutes. Now, those prostitutes could end up being ladyboys.
I didn't know you had to go to Thailand for that.
Well, you can go there. No. Well, it's cheaper.
Thailand is also the home of the underage lady boys. That's the big part about
Probably
that.
Probably not cheaper than Balkanville, but you also have Thailand and you can see the stuff.
Well, Thailand is where you go do the illegal shit. That's the underage shit.
But it's also basically legal in Thailand to do all that shit. Yeah. Like
So that's why you're going to Thailand.
You're going because
Stovall, you can literally, I've researched it. You can literally go to Singapore, Thailand, any of
Don't
that.
say you researched it. Damn, that's
researched
it. He's looking into it.
This is what talked me out of it. You can go over there and live.
The disclaimer is out
for
now.
a month. I'm not lying.
For like $12
for the flight and everything. 1 month in a furnished apartment downtown Bangkok.
He
$3
did
grand.
the homework for Bangkok.
$3 grand all in. That's with your entertainment. That's giving yourself $1,000.
Is the camera get my booking information right now?
No.
Wait. He factored in the entertainment.
I factored in the entertainment. I factored in a scooter rental for a month. I factored in everything.
This is for real. Look,
I got to have a scooter.
I built power lines, and I work with some guys. Hey, no kid.
I got to have wheels, bro.
I work with some guys from Vietnam. Some guys that came over.
You could probably stay with them. It'd be cheaper.
No. Not Vietnam. The Philippines. They were from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And they came over and they worked with us for about 8 months.
That's all it takes. They'll live the rest of their life off that money.
And they sent their money home to the Philippines. And these dudes were like the best workers I've ever worked with in my life. Building power lines. Doing the craziest work you could imagine. Mm-hmm. And they send all their money. They keep like enough money to eat and pay their hotel room or their campground, whatever. And they would seriously send the rest home. And they would come over here and they said they could work for 5 years. Mm-hmm. And they would go home and live like kings.
Yeah, for the rest of their lives.
The rest of their lives. They said they could work 10 years in America, go home, build a mansion for their whole family, and live the rest of their lives.
You know what a 5-star hotel is? Like in Thailand?
Part is with that's
$20
from the Philippines. Right. It's kind of hard to knock dudes from Mexico trying to get across that border because it's the same story. If I can make a few bucks and run back home, if I lost my job,
am I wrong for trying to get across the other way, going to Cancun? Because that's where I want to go.
I'll pass you right there on the border.
I can climb stuff for a living. I want to go over the other side.
If I go to Cancun for free, I'll just see you on the other side.
I'll tell you why I researched it, because there was a deal came up on the internet. Mexico. Not Cancun or Cozumel, but there's parts of Mexico that even if you work to just your Social Security, it was like, how fancy could you live on just your Social Security in Mexico or like Singapore? You can live pretty nice. They got hotels there, 5-star hotels that are $22 a night.
I know there's a lot of people from California that do that. They go down the coast.
Even just Social Security, if you were making $2,200 a month, you can go to Mexico and live like a king for the rest of your life on that $2,200 of Social Security. Where here, you're going to struggle. You're going to be a little bit of struggle.
What if I wanted to go there and live like I do now? I live less than a king. I could live forever.
You could live forever.
Ever.
I'm telling you, it's like you can rent a furnished apartment on the water for like $400 a month, furnished. 1,600 square feet. I was watching a realty thing. Like, it's ridiculous what
you can put all this shit in the Ryder truck, I'll drive us down there.
Bro, because I was looking at it. I was like, okay, I get to retire, sell my place, have my Social Security and my investments.
The other way.
I can live like a king down there for nothing. You can have a home built down there for like 15 grand.
Your American shit. That's
you don't. And here's the thing you have to do. You can't get residency there. So every 90 days, you have to come back over to America, spend a week, and then go back over.
That's got to be inconvenience.
Oh, my God. What am I going to do?
Yeah, that's the deal. So every week I had to come back,
what am I going to do?
stay with a buddy or something, and then fly back.
I don't got none of them, do you?
Right? But let me tell you.
That's when you get a place in San Diego or Brownsville, somewhere right on the border.
Get a place
you just
right
cross
there
over
close.
and go right back.
Hey, look. Everybody thinks that I've been to Mexico before, but I didn't go through the traditional place. I went to Escondido and Mexicali.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah. I know about Mexicali.
I say the link.
Escondido's in Texas and Mexicali's across the border.
Right.
And it's not a tourist town. And we had a blast. This was in 1998.
Oh,
Things
geez.
were different back then.
Yeah, it's 20.
How old are you?
Well, I'm almost 50. I'm 48.
I'm 49.
Now, I was in Juarez
I just called him out, and he's older than me, so I'm a hush. So
Oh,
anyway,
Scott's
how old
older
are
than
you? I got to call somebody else out.
He's younger.
I'm 30.
See,
He's 30.
Okay, I had to pick on the wrong one at the wrong
Yeah.
time. I'm 44, but I was in Mexicali, and everybody wanted to go across the border. And I was a kid, man. I was a kid. First time away from I broke through the Texas barrier.
Right.
And we're in Mexicali, and we're going to Escondido. Mm-hmm. And I was scared to death. And, bruh, for good reason.
Border towns are
but
shady.
The cartel was, it was easy back then.
Yeah.
And we're in the taxi cab, and it's beat up. It's beat up. I'm going.
Like Cuba.
The taxi cab looked like that neighbor that you had when you was a kid that had their license suspended for running over everybody. That's what the taxi cab looked like.
Yeah.
You all know that one.
When I was in the Army, I went to Juarez all the time. Before I was in the Army in L.A.,
you saw the donkey show.
Juarez, the thing is, the border.
You saw the donkey show.
Right.
Well, right across the border, just like Tijuana, because I've been in Tijuana. When you go across, it's nothing but clubs, and they entertain people just crossing over the border.
That's right.
When you go deeper in,
it's different.
you find out what the town is like.
That's the way Mexicali was.
But it's just, in Mexico, I've been to Mexicali too. The most sobering thing is when you get across the border and you see a stop sign that says Alto, you realize I'm in a whole different fucking place.
What bothered me was there was houses this close apart, and it was as far as you could see.
Yeah.
Just kind of piled on top of each other.
I'm going to post that video.
And at night, it was the brightest light I'd ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
3-bedroom house, Ross. $1,100 a month with a built-in swim pool.
Side, it was like
what's up.
X amount of people. And on the Mexico side, it was like 3
See,
times
I would do Mexico. I tell you where I wouldn't go, and that's Cuba. And I'm going to tell you why.
What the fuck's wrong with Cuba?
I'm going to tell you what's wrong with Cuba.
You don't smoke cigars?
Well, no, it's not that. I would not go to Cuba as a single cat, man. Have you seen the Cuban dudes? Like, I'm not. They're pretty. Like, they're in shape. Like, they're Miami dudes,
Hey, bro,
man. They're like
me and your fat ass would be in a problem.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I can't go over there and be in a game and be like,
no. You got to be in shape to get 90 miles to Miami. That's how Cubans
that's what
are
I'm
getting
saying.
over. Yeah.
You can't go to Miami. Like Miami people, man. You're not. Them dudes. We're not even going to be a contender over there. But Mexico, we would be.
You're
Mexico.
Hey,
You're
put
a
your
contender
wallet
if
up.
you got
Put
that
your
money.
wallet up.
Yep.
Well, see,
There it is.
that's the
You
deal.
walk into Mexico with $10, you're going.
That's what I'm saying. In Mexico, it would be all about the American dollars.
Right.
In Cuba, they're not
They don't
worried
care.
about
They
the
don't
American
care.
dollars because they can go over to Miami. There's people spending crazy money over there for those chicks. They're not going to be impressed with me.
Why
But
has he
Mexican
done so
chicks
much
would be.
research on this particular topic of going somewhere else
We're
to try to fuck
blindly
people?
on this. I love it.
Well, because internationally, the truth is, when you leave your country, you're actually more desirable.
Right.
So even if you're not,
That's what he's banking on.
See y'all later.
No, honestly.
Think about it. Think about it. When an Australian, when a British, when a German, when
You're an
anybody-
anomaly. You have that
French,
American
I'm
accent.
telling you,
they-
when I was in
I don't
England,
know about
over.
French, but
I
When
was
they come
married
over,
when I
but
was
when they
over
come
there.
over, when they all come over here, well, except for
Don't
except
get
for- but
Australia.
Paris is the only shitty one apparently. Like
Oh.
Paris
Oh,
is the
Paris
place
is
you
the
can't
worst.
go. Beside that, you know, I mean,
France is the worst.
But you think about it,
They're
you
trashy
go
people.
anywhere, else
They're
in the world, and they're
stink.
like, oh, you have an American accent.
Oh,
And
you're not
they
from
don't
here.
hate us.
Oh, okay.
You know, everywhere else in the world, they don't hate Americans. That's a very large
Well,
misconception.
I think that women in general like somebody that's a little bit different. It's going to stand out. The unique guy, right? And in England or other countries, you have a different accent. You're the unique guy.
Go to South Louisiana.
Right.
Oh, yeah, good point.
South Louisiana.
You can be a redneck from North Louisiana, and you're something else.
Yeah,
And we're the same
exactly.
way.
You're fast,
Like
but
you
you're
talk
listening
to
to
me.
them like, I love the way y'all talk.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Bad part about
And if you get the accent wrong,
and look,
Oh, can't fake it.
we're gonna get in trouble.
New Zealand and Australia, they'll get mad at each other.
I'm going to get in trouble
Exactly.
for saying this, but I'll tell you this: I've been down to South Louisiana. Those women over there are aggressive. Like they'll whoop the fuck out of you, and they don't give a fuck. They'll whip your ass.
I know.
They're tough, man. They're tough. They're
I know.
freaking frog giggers and shit over there, man. They're
No,
tough
he loves
chicks,
that.
man.
I would go out on a limb and say down in South Louisiana, there's just the weirdest mix of women down there because
There is.
I look at them like they're like kind of off-white or your Creole or whatever it is. It's like
I
a
don't
whole
mind that
different
part.
breed.
They're just different,
but it's
man.
just a different look of woman down there. Then you throw it in that accent, it's like, woo.
I went on a fishing trip down in Chauvin one time, and paid for a boat fishing trip for a group of guys that I was working with. And I had no intention of fishing. I was just going to sit back and watch them fish. And the guy that was putting on the trip was like, I'm waiting on my deckhand. I'm like, oh, well, it's fine. We'll drink beer until they get here. Well, this chick showed up. She was 110 pounds.
I'm telling you, they're tough, man.
And she was the deckhand. She's the one that was bow fishing. She's the one that got your bow, handed it to you. When you killed a fish, she pulled it off, and she scared me.
It's a different breed of woman now.
I'm not scared of anybody shit to me, asshole. That woman scared me.
But down south, and maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a lot about, there's a few, unlike here, down south, there's a few family names that are the big names, right? Johnson or whatever it is. If you're one of those guys, even if you a butt ugly motherfucker, you're going to get some tail just based on your name.
Money.
Right?
Well, thank God my family's broke.
Right. That's what they think. We're up here.
Stovall's is broke as
It's
hell.
a little bit different. Stovall would kill some ass down there or down south because he looks hard, right? But he's not. They don't know he's a softy. I'm harder than Stovall.
Oh, shit.
Stovall's a softy, man.
I'm pretty sure you calling me out right now.
Cut him a little slack on the radio.
Call out when you see it.
He has the beard and all that, but he's a softy, man. He's got a big heart, which is great. But I'm just saying, yeah.
My heart got left behind when I was 13.
But
there it is.
It is a difference, though, everywhere else. You go to up north, New Hampshire and that, us southern guys are a commodity up there because they don't get that. Those guys over there don't open doors for women and stuff like that. Man, they don't. Honestly, I watched the video.
They don't buy drinks for
I've been
women.
there.
I watched the video.
I know,
They don't buy drinks for women.
No, I've
randomly
been
up
to
there.
New York.
Really?
No.
I've been to New Hampshire. I've been to Nebraska out in there. Bro, I'm telling you,
Dude, I was
it's a
in
totally
Iowa
different
last
gig.
year, and they,
Nebraska's different.
Nebraska,
have no respect.
Aurora, Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska. It's just
You shouldn't claim that.
I know. I went, though.
They don't have the respect that we do.
They don't.
We were raised by different women.
Good home training.
They do not have the respect for women that we do. And it might be.
No, I wonder why that
it
is
might
just-
be our downfall
Maybe.
because we get.
But I
kicked
wonder why
around
that
like
is,
They,
though.
they don't respect women like
Look,
we do.
you go to England. England dudes are the fucking worst. Sorry, English guys, but y'all know y'all suck.
do
Fuck
suck.
England,
They're rude.
Y'all
they're
suck.
hateful. They're horrible
And
to
you know,
their women.
Sad thing is, when you were growing up, that you thought every English guy would take their jacket off and lay it over.
No, they
a
won't.
guy would rather die than take his pretty
They
jacket
won't
off.
do it. Man, I've seen. Look, I was in those bars over there, man, and see how those guys talk
They're
and do their
douchebags.
women, bro. They're horrible, horrible.
All right, so we're all on board. Fuck English dudes.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I got a list going.
I know.
bro, hey,
Fuck 'em.
Because
I'm in
fuck
it.
Jacksonville, Florida, by the way.
I'm in it
bruh.
to kill it. I'm in it to
Florida
kill it.
guys
Fuck
are
it.
the worst too. Florida
Man
guys
is
are
dangerous.
tough.
I
man.
don't want to call out all of Florida because Florida man is dangerous.
It's just Jacksonville.
Jacksonville
specifically.
sucks.
in particular,
ass, though.
Jacksonville.
I'm gonna say this, and I mean it. To hell with anybody that's not considerate. If you don't clean up after yourself when you're eating breakfast, dinner, supper, then you're a douchebag.
If you can't put a fucking basket back
If you don't pile
when you get out
stuff
the grocery
up
store
and wipe up the cheese that you spilled all over the table, if you're the type of
It's
asshole
basic shit
that
like
have
that.
lettuce all over the floor, I can't do it.
You know
I'll
what?
tell you
Fuck
how.
people don't have good home training. If you ain't got good home training, stay your ass
So
at home.
that being said, if you fall into any of those categories, I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
I don't like
suck.
you. I don't like you.
Let me throw this out
Right?
there. Because I have pretty moderately good home training. But what if you were never brought up that way? What if you don't know any better? I mean,
You should have
how
learned
can you-
along the way.
What should you?
Somebody in
you
your
spent-
life.
You spent 18 years
Time out.
being taught
Doing
the same
things
I
a
thing.
went to
certain
high
way.
school with decent human beings, and my teachers taught me to clean up after myself. So if you went through your home training and then you went through all of your high school and you still don't know how to clean up after yourself, then F you. You
All right.
are
Now-
not receptive to any kind of home training.
I will give people
Fair
a
enough.
pass. There's got to be
fair.
gray. There's got to be gray areas, but something as simple as putting a cart back, like you're in the grocery
If
store.
you don't take the
worst.
cart back,
The
I'm not
reason-
your friend.
The reason why I get that is
The
like
worst.
you know damn well you're looking at a guy that has to come out and get it. If you just leave it sit out in the parking lot, that's where you're an ass. So if you don't have that basic consideration, That's where you're
I have
an
a
asshole.
perfect example today. I was at Tractor Supply today, and I didn't want to go to Walmart to buy my dog food.
Nobody wants to go to Walmart.
So I went to Tractor Supply in Rayville to buy dog food. And while I was there was a couple from out of town buying.
We got a cur dog.
No, I got a badass dog named Jack. He's got a mohawk, bro. He's got.
Bro, that's
Nice.
a cool dog.
I will show you Jack. He's 11 years old. He's 12 years old.
77 years old.
We'll
so
get into it later, but
Okay.
he's cooler than me.
77.
He's cooler than me, brother.
Tough way to be.
So anyway, I'm at Tractor Supply, and there's this couple buying a go-kart in front of me. So I'm sitting in line for like 18 minutes. They're trying to get the warranty right. They're trying to get everything right. And the young man, it was a big dude, but he was a young man. And after this couple got out of the way, he's like, "I'm so sorry. That took so long." There was like one check.
Nice.
And
That's
I said,
all you got to do.
I said, "No worries, no worries." So I paid for my one bag of dog food. I put my card in. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry it took so long. What's your number?" I put my little number in, which I put someone else's number in. Shout out, my Tractor Supply number is not under my phone number, so I always build my other phone up.
Dang, yeah.
So anyway, so I put it all in, and then when I get done, I didn't feel like toting the dog food out, so I take my cart to my truck, throw it in the back seat of the truck, and I bring in my cart back in. And this kid that was working the counter felt so bad for making me wait. He met me halfway in the parking lot and got the buggy.
See that? That's what you're supposed to do.
I was taking the buggy inside. He met me halfway to get the buggy.
All
and he
that
had that
is-
look in his face. He's like, he thought I was mad. He's like, "I'm sorry for making you wait." That's the look on his face. I'm like, "Bro, we're good."
It's
I'm a
consideration.
grown ass man.
It's just consideration and reciprocity.
Life
I'll do for
is
you,
all
you do
about.
for me.
Life is all about inconveniences and conveniences.
There's a
And you
dude
hope
on the
the
internet
inconveniences last longer than the inconveniences.
that has a YouTube channel, and he literally drives around parking lots and YouTubes it, calls people out for not
Nice.
and makes them
Nice.
parks
He
behind
ain't gonna get
them.
me.
Yes.
Parks behind them and won't let them out until
ain't
they go
gonna
take
get
their
me.
car back. It's hilarious.
This is going to be Scott. Scott's
brother.
going to do this in video.
He
It
has
just
that
be-
kind of
Right.
time.
Oh yeah,
Scott,
right now.
hey, let me tell you why I
yes.
put my cart up. When I was a kid, my mom, long story short, she was a housewife, not on
Yeah.
purpose, but for a reason. She had a stroke. Long story short, we'll talk that on another podcast. But when I was effing up in school, my mother volunteered at school, and she sat in the back of the class. And my mother sat in the back of my classroom. And my grades went from D's.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
she's
you
gonna
go.
slide
Look,
it.
and she's a bad lady, but the B's were good enough.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to clean up. My
But
grandmother always
but that's
had a
the way
rule.
I was taught.
Yep.
My grandmother had a rule: clean as you go. That's how I was raised. Clean as you go.
If
You
you
through with that
cooking-
bowl, go ahead and wash it out. You waiting on something to boil? You done with this bowl? Clean it out. Dry it off. Put it up. Clean as you go.
Ain't it a shame that we're in a different time in life
I-
that women don't understand
I
that
still
a clean
clean-
man's a good man?
I still clean as I go. I clean as I go right
Hey,
now.
It's
When,
a shame, brother. It's a shame.
when I'm done cooking, there's nothing. There's no mess. Like everything has been put up, other than whatever the bowls are used
While you're
for me to
eating.
eat out of or whatever. But other than that, everything's clean. I clean as I go.
If there's anything
Grandma
like that,
Bell, bless
you,
up.
You cook too much too.
Thank you, Grandma Bell.
Usually you
My
cook
grandma
too
was
much, it
Louise,
takes-
and she taught me the
you
same
leave it
thing.
in the,
My
in the
grandmother
pot,
was Lily Bell,
something like that.
so it's close to Louise. Lily Bell Hinton.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey.
Lily
My
Bell.
grandma's Johnny B.
Oh,
Johnny-
like the restaurant in El Dorado.
That's why I like going there.
Yeah, Jada B.
Damn.
Well, hey, look, we're at that hour and 30-minute time limit, which we're doing a little over.
Comes around quick.
We want to thank Jason Stovall for being here.
Jumping in on
Hey,
Yes.
he's the guy that's keeping everybody's lights on out there.
Oh, look at that.
helping
Look at that
things
picture.
go
I'm
on.
not
Just
the-
started
hey,
watching.
For the
Pictures.
record, I'm not
Except
the guy.
for his own.
The guys
Except
that
for his
work
own.
with me are the guys.
All the guys.
Oh.
I'm
He's a
21.
guy.
I'm 21 years in, man. I don't hardly.
Hey, we met a
Turn the
guy in
wrench
here the other
anymore.
night that does the helicopter, and they lower him down onto the power poles 300, 400 foot up in the air.
I used to do that for a living.
Bruh, he's like, I'm going to do this for another 5 years, and I'm going to retire. Like, I'm going to be done. He said, I'm making a killing right now.
No, he's not.
He's not? He's not
I
going.
said the same thing when I worked for
Right?
him.
Right? Not going to
Hey,
happen.
Not going to happen. I love him for his.
Yeah,
it's not gonna
dedication, man.
Hey, it's not going to happen. You
But
know,
on behalf of
hey,
myself
Yes, go ahead.
Burley and Parker, Ross Free, Buck Nasty, Colson,
Shout
and
out
of
to
course,
Peaches who just got on and started
Peaches.
watching the podcast.
I got peaches.
and our good friend and softy, Jason Stovall.
Oh yeah.
See, that's it right there,
Wait,
Stovall.
wait for it. Wait for it.
That's that man putting in work right there.
Hold up. Let me know when I look up. Is it playing?
Oh, son, bitch.
Oh,
Stovall done did it all.
I've done a lot.
Stovall
I've
has
done a lot.
done it.
He done did it all.
Appreciate you ruining my whole personality. He's calling me a softie.
Right?
Secret's
Just
out
look
now.
at me. Oh, he's tatted up. He's got all the.
I've been
facial
trying to
hair.
trick
He looks-
everybody.
I'll say he looks
It
like
don't
the
mean
manliest man
Hey,
of all.
and I got
He's
the
just
beard.
spending a lot of
He
money up
does.
front.
Putting up a good front.
He's just spending money up front.
I love how he leaves everything going. He just walked away.
You got it, baby.
He's got. He left everything going. He didn't stop nothing. We're still recording, still doing everything.
He done
we're
took
not
off
even ready.
already.
He has no clue. He didn't do anything.
I was